How grateful I am to Dr. Daisy Coco de Filippis, Dean Ana Garcia Reyes, Dr. Silvio Torres Ayant, and the Executive Committee of the Dominican Studies Association for the honor they have bestowed on me by dedicating to me the organization's 8th Biennial Conference. I wish I could be present from November 15th to 17th, but a prior family commitment makes that impossible, unfortunately depriving me of the pleasure of thanking my hosts in person with Dominican-style hugs. Particularly delightful is the knowledge that even though absent, I will be represented on the other table, the one for books, by a book that I love, by Nancy Kang and Silvio Torres Ayant, titled The Once and Future Muse, The Poetry and Poetics of Rhina P. Espaillat. That book could have been the very short, uneventful biography of a housewife and teacher who also writes. Or it could have been a long, boring list of well-intentioned but essentially localized attempts to make a difference, as they say, in several communities. But no, the book's authors were much too smart to produce either of those. Instead, they have used an individual and unremarkable life to add a series of interesting questions about aspects of that life that touch upon larger, more universal issues. What happens, for example, to a national literature when it is produced by people with multiple roots, loyalties, languages, ethnicities, and customs? What do those writers take from their past? What do they take from and give to their present? What happens to the culture in which they are writing in their second or maybe third language, and to that language? Do the gender and age of such writers matter, and if so, why? Are languages best served by being thrown together in an integrated text, or kept separate for the sake of linguistic integrity? The joy of this event that I am forced to miss is particularly delicious when I read the 30 or so titles cited as the subjects of papers to be presented. Education, civil and human rights, the history, arts, and current social conditions of my birth country, the role of its diaspora, its relationship to the sister republic with which it shares our island. All of those are things that I care about profoundly. And all are on the menu, thanks chiefly to the degree of scholarship represented by the guests and speakers at this conference, who are, like Nancy Kang and Silvio Torres Ayant, widely read multilingual academics with expertise in a great variety of fields. How lucky I am to have attracted the attention of such scholars, and doubly lucky to have been the laboratory sample chosen for a study that reaches out so far beyond me, when the Dominican diaspora contains so many authors who could easily have taken my place. Name after name comes to mind: poets, essayists, playwrights, novelists, and short story writers who are currently producing varied, highly original, and remarkable texts in one or both of our languages, and whose work I've had the privilege of translating and introducing to English-speaking readers. I wish them all the same good fortune I have had in both of the cultures in which we live. May they find recognition and acceptance, encouragement and validation from organizations like yours, opportunities to serve all of our countries by providing literary bridges to connect them, and of course a chance to enrich the lives of readers from every culture and background, which is, after all, what the arts are for. Thank you, and bless you for the work you do.